Okay, Sunday morning in the kingdom, and we woke up to plus 12 Celsius, but feels like plus 12 on the yo-yo scale, plus 53 Fahrenheit, but feels like plus 53. Good working temperatures. Also, too, it is Sunday. Make sure you clean your vacuum. And I have to stand over here, put it on the grater tire. All right, let's back up and get focused here. Yes, the sun isn't glaring on the screen now. All right, so that was a shocker. What, 31.59 for coffee. Unreal. So that means that dude, yes, remember that dude back in the 80s? The 100% Colombian coffee by Juan Valdez or whatever. Juan Valdez, yes. Those were good commercials as he went out with his little donkey or mule and picked a coffee. He must be getting about 50, 60 bucks an hour now picking coffee at those prices. All right, so today's going to be a relaxing Sunday. The staff will be doing the cooking for supper. I think we're having chicken toes or chicken legs or something like that. Yes. Also, too, we heard through the grapevine that the new hire Brad has returned. Yes, all the planes are flying in yesterday to WHO-ville to bring the people back to WHO-ville that left back in May. Yes, back in May or July when we had the fires and then we had the power outage and we had fires. Oh, it was just unreal. We'll write books on that. And look at that. Even being colorblind, I can see the bars, the support bars. Yes, that looks good. Adding color to the kingdom increases its resale value. Yes. All right, let's scroll a bit more. Look at that sunshine. The bugs are in my face. Oh, the drawbacks of living at the end of the world. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Yes, not Bugs Bunny. Bugs as in zoom, zoom. Yes, a little bit more. No idea what we're going to do today. Probably wander around aimlessly lost. Yeah, seems how it is Sunday. Maybe we'll go to the church picnic. Oh, wait. We got to have people attend church first to have a picnic. All right, a little bit more. Look at that. Clear skies. Ooh, I got talent this morning. And the 46 Chevy's looking good. The back ends. The trucks look good on the back ends, but we'll get the front ends finished someday. Yes, we got to get the money tree to blossom. All right, we better go. Here comes the boss, even on a Sunday.
Sunday morning in WHO-ville is just after 9 a.m. and as you can see the sun is shining and there's not many clouds in the sky. Now let's head inside and make breakfast and let the dogs out. Then at 1 p.m. I'll head over to the kingdom and grab some potatoes and stuff so I can make us a nice chicken drumstick dinner tonight.
Okay, it's Sunday morning and I'm hiding in the office away from the boss. But we have the tower computer hooked up again. It was packed away since May, the end of May when we got evacuated the first time, or we went car camping. So I'm checking my Amazon account or my Amazon books or the Kindle account or whatever they call it. And it looks like the fourth book of the Winter Road series, The Dream Team, will be free as an ebook from September 22nd. To the 26th. So yes, Monday to Friday. I have to write little notes and stuff like that. Link in the description so everybody can click on and enjoy. Okay, also too, Amazon will have the third book in my remote living series, which is Skill Saw Loggers. Yes, Skill Saw Loggers. Also too, I'm on the Amazon USA. Yes, USA. My Amazon book account is the USA because that's where my market share is. Yes, and this book will be free as an ebook from September 22nd to the 26th, and you'll know tomorrow or at midnight tonight, because I'm filming this on the 21st, this will change to being 0 or free. Yeah, just click on and you can enjoy the book. All right, let's get to work. We have things to do. Okay, today's project in the morning is to hide from the boss. Yes, he's such an asshole. So we're hiding over here. Yes, look at that. I did that all by myself and sober. Okay, so a fella gifted us these cutouts here. He's using his plasma cutter. He had the same one as I had, but his worked. Mine didn't. That's before we bought the ProPoint 38 Plus. But the thing is, he used that laser table or whatever, the CNC thing or cut. All right, you don't buff it shiny like that because the paint is hard to stick, but we wanted it smooth to stick. Also too, they're very hard to mount. See, they go up. Yeah, they go up. So the computer figured it out. So it's best to find center with the hole and then tilt it. Yes. So I did the booger welds with the the Hobart Handler 100. And yes, and we just ran the extension cord out. Yes, it's so nice to have power. So okay, so that's what we did. We did a first buff grind with the flapper disc. And then we utilized this here to get right on the edge because we want the paint to stay. We don't want to repaint it. And then I painted it with the black so it'll fade nicely. Also too, this Linn number 2 has been painted with this gray, pink. Yeah, this is that pink when we mixed that red and white when we had no money. We couldn't get paint or whatever. So that's how it came about. I think this is 2022, I think. So I saved some here for touch-ups. So it was in the butter container. Oh, it wasn't butter, it was margarine. Yes, margarine. All right. So I pulled it out thinking maybe there's some liquid inside, but it isn't. It feels like a breast implant. It's kind of nice. Oh, how would I know what a breast implant feels like? Ooh, remember I'm a Hollywood star on Ice Road Truckers. Well, I better get back to work because I want to get this first Linn done. Yes, that's the second one. And the first one's over there. So I did that. One's going to be harder because I got to climb over the plow. And this one was easy. Oh, I see I got some mistakes there. Okay, late lunch in the kingdom, and that chain was in the road. What a pain in the ass that was, just like the boss. All right, let's go burn some lunch in the microwave. Seems how it is Sunday.
12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. Today I'll be having Chef Boyardee beefaroni, something simple to make. Plus we're going to be having a big supper tonight, so I don't want to eat too much. Now let's head inside. The dogs have been out most of the morning. It is pretty nice out here right now. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch and I got the quad out. My dad asked for some dog meat, so that's what's in the bag. Now let's head over to the kingdom and grab some potatoes and the things that I need to make a nice chicken dinner tonight. Made it to the kingdom and dropped off my dad's stuff and picked up the potatoes and carrots. Look who finally made it back into WHO-ville. He's been gone since the first evacuation back May 26th, 27th when everyone left. Looks like he has a beer gut as well. He must have been enjoying the good life down south. If you'd like the goodies that Brad is wearing, you can contact Sir Rodney down at West Trans. Here's his email. And as you can see in the background there, Brad was helping my dad paint the KOO on the Linn Tractor. 1:30 and I made it back from the kingdom. I have lots of carrots, broccoli, and potatoes for supper tonight. I'm going to do like a roast style potatoes and carrots, and then I'll have the broccoli steamed on the side with chicken drumsticks and stuffing.
Okay, after lunch in the kingdom, and I decided to paint the last 4 of the KOO number letters that were gifted to us, and the fellow used the Hypothermia PX or whatever 380. This one was 100% junk, and he was showing me that his worked, and he could use it on that plasma cutter layout machine and bang these off lickety-split. But the thing is, this was 100% junk. It came right from the dealership in Thompson. It went back to the dealership because it never worked. And this went on for 20 years. So this was $3,600 at the time. I think it was 2000, no, it was 99 or 98 because we bought a fair amount of equipment, welding equipment then. So it was a joke. 20 years back and forth and it wouldn't work. And then the thing is, it was the ground wire where the cable hooks on. So whoever assembled it when it came from the factory, because you do your assembly at the dealership, didn't tighten it. So the guys at the repair shop in Winnipeg at the welding store never figured it out. And then the thing got so bad after being, how would you say, abused, we just took the bucket of the mini hoe to it, and that's when we brought the Pro Point 38 Plus. And it was kind of funny at the time. I was dealing with the welding store in Thompson about buying a new MIG welder and a plasma cutter to upgrade this one. And then when I found out their lack of service, I canceled the deal. Plus, the last time I sent this down to their store, the kid phoned me back and said, "Hey man, there's nothing wrong with your machine." I says, "Use it 3 times, the 4th time it won't work." "Hey man, you don't know nothing. This thing works." And then he charged me $380 for that kid to tell me there was nothing wrong with it. That's when I said, enough's enough, enough. So that's why we don't buy from dealerships anymore. We buy, how would you say, offline and no name brands, no quality name brands. All right, let's continue the quest, and we'll leave this out here to dry because the other ones are drying. Okay, I thought that Brad fella would be helping us today since I've been gone for so long. Once he found out there was no alcoholic beverages in the kingdom, he kind of disappeared. Yes, just like he's been since end of May. All right, so we're working on the Linns. I figured this is a good time to work on both of them. So this is Linn number 2. That's Linn number 1. These are the only working Linns that go out to the wilderness and hit a tree. Yes, hit a tree, because you can't steer, so you hit a tree. All right. So for some reason, I was born and raised to believe we always keep a 190 thermostat in here. Well, guess what? These things run hot. So, because that's all the rad we got. And we use them in the winter. So if it's a warm day, oh, the glares. Should I try that? Try that? Up, down. So the thing is, we run them in the winter. So let's put a 160 in thermostat. All right. I've already drilled the hole. Can we see that, Les Nussman? To vent out the air out of the system. You know, I'm getting smart. Also, too, as I'm getting smarter or older I get, the smarter I get. This here. Oh. All right. This here is an antifreeze expansion tank. All right. So the antifreeze warms up in the cooling system here. It's supposed to expand, go into this, and then go back into there when it cools down. It's called an expansion tank. For some reason, I don't know, I was drinking professionally, I decided to put all the tanks up there. So that's a surge tank. Yeah, it's a surge tank. So when it gets hot, it goes up there, and then when it's done, it goes back here. So there's no expansion. And you always want these about half. So we got to mount them. So the top of the rod is about here. And there's the tank right there, halfway. That way it gives us normal. Can we see the word normal? Yeah, I can barely read it. Yes. All right, so that's the project today. And this is a junkyard motor we tossed in here. And this is one that had the V12. So that's why the funny exhaust pipes, because Sir Rodney ordered them in for us. So that's why they're, how would you say, curved. Yes, curved. And then we made it go up into here because we don't need dual exhaust. We need a one stacker. Yes, just like Captain Crunch always said, singles rule. No, singles cool, and we always went duals rule because we had the TD18s with the dual stocks. All right, I'll scroll this way because there's a TD18 cat over there with the dual stacks, so it has 2 pails on it. Yes, that's how we chow, 2 pails. All right, let's get to work since we have no staff, and no new hire Brad. Oh my.
2:30 and I just put my dad's chicken in the oven. This here is mine. I like a lot of sauce and seasoning on it. Now I'll put it in the oven and let it cook for a few hours. Then at 4:30 I can start the potatoes, carrots, and broccoli.
Okay, coffee time in the kingdom. We got this one in. Yes, this thermostat is easy to change because the bracketry for the alternator is mounted differently because it goes onto the front of the manifold right there. All right, so that was easy. We haven't put the antifreeze in until we move the expansion tank. Oh, the glare. All right, let's do a walk and talk video. Yes, the shadow knows. Just like Clint Eastwood, he likes filming his westerns in September, October because of the lighting. For us, it makes for terrible filming because of the shadows, you know, when we get these sunny days. All right, so this B8 350 small block RV cam came out of the welding truck, which is now the welding sleigh over there. Okay, so we got some glares. So this motor here is old school. It's been in here for about 30 years. It's probably 35, 36 years, 37. Yeah, almost 4. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I gotta quit thinking. Okay, but it's old. Okay, so this bracketry goes on the water pump to the thermostat housing right there. You can see it. But I lucked out. Past me, put a long bolt in so I could just, how would you say, lean it out of the way. So have a quick a tea, and the gasket goo will dry. I put gasket goo on never sees on everything because these thermostats rust in. And to try and get these Felpro gaskets off, if you don't use the gasket goo, this stuff fuses into the material. It's hard to get off, but it's made to seal, but it's a pain in the ass to get off. If you use the gasket goo, it peels off nicely.
4 p.m. and I just started the potatoes and the carrots on the stove. I'm going to boil them together to get them nice and soft. We also have broccoli, brown gravy, and stuffing. This won't take very long to cook, so I'll cook this last. I just flipped the chicken as well. I'm hoping to have supper done by 6 p.m.
Okay, 5 o'clock and we got the expansion tank right where it's supposed to be, right even with the radiator. Yes, and also too, I had my magic marker out, so I wrote on the firewall right there. Yes, right there, 160 thermostats drilled. Yes, and proper location of the expansion tank, because I might have an idea drinking one night and say we're going to move all the tanks. Yeah, it's not the right location. Okay, since I had the magic marker out, I wrote on the salvage sloop. Yes, the salvage sloop. So it looking good with that red paint splashed everywhere and a little refresh on the skis. So down here we wrote on it, those were the fork holes to move it around when there was a scaffold skid or staging, you know, like for construction. So 1996 it became the salvage or staging skid. 2007 became the pump shack for the drillers. It was fully enclosed, and then 2024 became the salvage sloop, and in 2025 we painted it. All right, let's go see what the flags are doing. Oh, that paint looks so good in the shadows.
5:30 and supper is officially done. Now I can wrap everything up and take it over to the kingdom for my dad. Made sure to put the gravy on the side, that way he can divide up these meals. This will give him a good 2 to 3 days worth of meals, and then the dogs get the bones. Now let's head over to the kingdom and drop it off and end my day.
Oh my, it sure has gotten windy out here, but sure I'm glad we have some trees in the kingdom that didn't burn. So anywhere it burnt, oh, it's going to be so windy for those people that actually salvage their cabins. We'll hide over here to do the end of the day. Ooh, does that Linn look good with the KOO on? Yes, it's hard to center because it's crooked or plasma cut crooked, and those ramps look good with the red supports. All right, look at the flags, they're flying good. Let's get to quickly walk the dogs because the staff's going to be here with our Sunday supper. We are eating healthy now after being, how would you say, no power for how many days? All right, we'll talk to you later.